From bloody encounters to 2 out of 3 falls matches to last man standing matches to new Intercontinental Champions to new World Champions, add in a pay-per-view. Wow, what a week of professional wrestling, ending in last night's Raw being January 10th, 2011. Hello, once again, I am John. Thank you for tuning in to my wrestling views this week. A lot to cover, so let's get started. Going on, TNA, we had TNA Genesis this last Sunday. I personally didn't get a chance to see it. I've read a ton of reviews. I know everything that happened. I've seen pictures. I've seen videos. Wasn't the greatest TNA pay-per-view out there. I don't know if it's the best pay-per-view to start a new year, but you got to keep in mind Impact this last Thursday too, especially for a video like this. Come the end of Impact Thursday, we see that it's setting up for Mr. Anderson and Matt Morgan for the #1 contendership for Jeff Hardy's TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And in the midst of everything, you got Rob Van Dam wanting his hands on Jeff Hardy, being told that he was going to have to face a mystery opponent of Immortal at Genesis, and if he wins his match at Genesis, he will then get his match against Jeff Hardy. And then in the midst of that, he had another tune-up match, which was against Jeff Jarrett, who had one of his double MA challenges that night and had a contract for Genesis that Kurt Angle came and signed, as it was just an exhibition. Anyone can do it as long as they're about Jeff Jarrett's height, if not shorter, and all this other mumble jumble that Jeff Jarrett had. So wow, yeah, what a weekend TNA. Going on to Genesis to see. Well, first of all, I guess AJ Styles is hurt supposedly, so Abyss has to take the television championship match against Douglas Williams. I mean, what would the outcome be if Abyss lost? Would Abyss be out of Immortal? Would AJ Styles be out of Immortal? Granted, AJ Styles hobbled in there and cost Douglas Williams a match, so yeah, Abyss is a television champion, I guess. What's next for AJ Styles? What's next for Abyss? What's next for Immortal? What's next for Fortune? I guess those answers still to be determined. And then Rob Van Dam. Who is his opponent going to be at Genesis? Matt Hardy? Matt Hardy making his TNA debut at Genesis with a win over Rob Van Dam. So I guess Van Dam can't have his hands on Jeff Hardy, at least for a title. But wait, there's more. As Mr. Anderson defeated Matt Morgan with an inside cradle in the main event, lo and behold, here comes Eric Bischoff saying, you're going to get your rematch, or not your rematch, your title shot. How about right now against Jeff Hardy? The odds are stacked against Mr. Anderson. He just came back from a concussion. They don't know if he's cleared to wrestle. Jeff Hardy's fresh. Mr. Anderson just got done with a brutal match with Matt Morgan. Jeff Hardy's fresh. And have the title match, and after a bunch of interference from Eric Bischoff, Matt Hardy, Rob Van Dam, Mick Foley, a bunch of interference, lo and behold, Mr. Anderson is the new TNA World Champion. Well, Immortal wanted all the gold by Genesis. Kazarian defeated Jay Lethal for the X Division title. Beer Money gained the tag team titles. Abyss gained the television championship. Jeff Jarrett, he didn't win that double MA challenge against Kurt Angle, but he didn't lose either. It's thrown in a no contest. Looks like Kurt Angle's injured again. But Jeff Hardy loses the TNA World Championship. What's next for Immortal now? I'm excited, coming from the coattails of a pay-per-view, I'm excited to see Impact this Thursday. What are they going to have in store with the Hardys and Rob Van Dam? And then where's Mr. Anderson going to be thrown into it now as the new TNA champion? Is Matt Morgan still going to be in the world title picture? What about Mick Foley, who's been advising Anderson not to wrestle? So many questions need to be answered of a common fan's mind. Let's see what happens. I'm excited. Coming up next is the WWE views of mine. Thanks for tuning in.